No, it tastes like the ocean to me.
Square.
No discrimination to the ocean.
Like fishy taste?
Yeah.
You know what I hate?
Not a big.
Well, I don't hate it. I just
Maybe because you
tried
haven't
it.
gone through your gay phase.
Well, welcome to episode 2 of Stop Playing Podcast.
Stop Playing Podcast.
Where's Randy?
Oh, Randy is in
Oh,
Poland.
shoot.
Randy's on vacation. He said, you know what? Fuck the podcast this weekend.
So we got, in his replacement, we got Melanie.
Yeah, Mel. Yes, sir.
Hold on. There you go. And then we got Marlon.
I mean, Marlon's been here. Isn't
Marlon's always in the middle, brother.
I mean,
Marlon in the middle.
the first episode, we kind of didn't introduce ourselves. Brandon right here.
Brandon in the controls.
Yeah.
So, why didn't you guys make it here on Saturday?
Damn.
It was Mexican Independence Day Friday. I'm not gonna lie.
Honduran Independence Day the 15th. We gotta celebrate throughout the weekend, you know.
Okay, I give it to you.
15. When was that?
15th is like a Thursday?
She was still celebrating till
Fuck yeah.
Saturday.
Fuck
shit.
yes.
Now, but
Why not?
Nah, she was celebrating Mexican Independence. You know, come on.
Why would I do that when I'm Honduran?
I actually I was also not like making it in on Saturday, and I knew you guys were gonna make it in.
This man hit us at 8 some a.m. talking about some. You guys really want to go in today? He knew it was gonna be a no. He knew if he gave that option, it would have been a no.
Well, there's
I
a
had
reason why.
I had a haircut appointment at 7:30. I made that shit. I woke up at 8. Like, oh fuck, I missed it. And he like, yo, I'm running late. Like, come here at 8. And I was like, perfect. So I pulled up, hungover as fuck. I'm pretty sure I fell asleep like mid cut.
You was hungover too.
Yo, your barber was hungover?
Yeah. He was like, yo, I came in. He was like, my fault. I came in 30 minutes late or whatever. Like, you know, everybody got pushed down. I was like, bro, I just woke the fuck up.
I'm over here like your barber. We got the same barber.
Yeah.
But we gotta get Manny on the podcast though.
Manny was fucking.
He's told me he wants to come
That's our
on.
barber, yo. We be talking about this and when we're getting a cut. I'm like, yo, the conversations we be having when we're getting a haircut, I'm like, you gotta be in the podcast. I'm like, that's like,
Yo, he got to come on, yeah. One of these days.
no, but so I was also on Friday. I went
So
to get
I was hungover. What happened with you guys? I was, you know.
well,
Me,
I had some coffee drinks the night before. I had just came from getting a haircut Friday. Then my boy hits me up like, yo, let's get some drinks. Mind you, I didn't have anything to eat, so I was like, I'm not trying to drink on an empty stomach. And then, you know, couple drinks later, I just kind of stay there. They were like, La Mega's coming. We stay there. And then, as the night progressed, I seen Melanie there. I'm like, yo, what is Melanie doing here?
no, he was in there.
How did I see you, Melanie? What was going on?
Bro, some shit went down. Some friends hit some other friends. It's just.
So there was these girls like that were sitting next to me. And then Melanie and her friend passed by, and all I see is the girl jumping on her and her friend. I didn't know who the fight was with, but I'm like, shit.
Nah, bro, I got my lip busted. Like, somebody, I don't even know how.
I'm like,
I wasn't even in it, and my lip got hurt. It's just crazy. I was just like, okay.
the thing is, I was like, damn, that's my coworker. I'm not gonna let her get her ass beat like that.
Yo, nah, don't even. Yo, he say it like that. Like, I'm about to get my ass beat.
Nah, the fight wasn't with her, but like, I'm like, damn, let me take that girl off of you, you know, and you and your friend. And we managed to calm them down. No securities. I'm like, there was like 10 securities. No one at the moment.
No, but there was somebody like grabbed the other girl.
Okay.
It wasn't my friend. That they grabbed the other girl because I heard they went outside. I don't know.
Yeah, like I waited
But
for them to
shit
calm
came
down.
crazy because like out of nowhere I just see her hit and then some arms were swinging, walk away. Then she pull up again and just start grabbing hair.
Yeah, so like she calmed down and I'm like, all right.
She came out of nowhere and I'm like, bro, like she's right behind you.
Let me keep on drinking. And next thing I know, I see the girl going to the dance floor. I'm like, yo, she about to go fight again. So I follow her. By the time I get to the dance floor, they're already getting it on. And I'm like, no, I take her off of her Melanie's friend again. I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going to be a bouncer all night.
But not the disrespect. Like, It wasn't. It wasn't.
But
even
you said
necessary.
your lips like sore or something. You got
Nah, I mean, it wasn't. I'm good now.
There was a lot
little
of
thing,
swinging.
but
you got
I felt
you
some
caught a
scratches
swing or
on me.
what? You got-
I caught kind of like a graze or something like while she was grabbing her hair. 'Cause it was like the second time around when like she came to the dance floor. She kind of just grabbed my friend's hair and I was trying to pull her off.
It was kind of like two as well, 2 against 1 probably.
It was
There
her
two
other
girls.
friend was swinging too.
I don't think she was, but she was like trying to like back her friend up. And
Nah.
luckily, I was like, I'm kind of tall and they were kind of short, so I'm like,
No,
holding them down.
it's not 2 against 2 because I was grabbing my friend. I mean, if the other girl tried to come in, obviously, like I would have
yeah, no,
Try to-
of course.
been a friend.
been a friend.
You know?
No, I mean, I didn't want her. I didn't want to complicate shit either because like she
Because you don't have no problems with them. Like,
Yeah, I mean, she knows people there. I didn't want her to like get into a real fight because then shit gets like weird, like police are called or something. Like, nah, I'm gonna be the responsible person and get her off her.
But shit, Brandon's saying the security, the bouncer didn't even fucking like budge, right?
nah, bro.
They
Like,
probably see that shit on the regular.
there was like
Yeah, right.
10 security. Like,
Nothing?
They were, and the thing is, they were drinking right next to her. Because one of the guys, I actually made a bet for Canelo's fight, and I won.
That he was gonna win.
Yeah, well, the thing is, a couple, like, I want to say 2 years ago when he also fought Triple G, Canelo, and he was like, I was just there, I was like, yo, you trying to bet on the fight? I'm like, yo, I don't even know who's fighting, but I'm like, I'll put something on it. And he's like, who you got? I'm like, who you got? He said Canelo. I'm like, at the time I was like hating on Canelo. So I was like, all right, I'll get whoever he's fighting, the other guy. And that was an easy win for him. So this Saturday, when was it?
Well,
Friday?
but
Friday.
like the first fights, the other guy, the Golovkin, he like kind of won, but they gave it to like
yeah.
Canelo,
I didn't
which is,
see
like, weird.
I didn't see much of like last night's.
I don't know. There was a whole bunch of controversy, and then the second time, he didn't win either, and it was a draw.
Has he lost all 3 fights?
No. This is the first one he wins, but he lost the first one. The second one was a draw.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see the whole thing yesterday. I just saw some parts, and it looked like Canelo was getting it in. Like,
Yeah, no, it looked like he was much prepared. He did fight a bigger guy recently. He lost to a bigger guy.
Yeah.
So he kind of came down in weight. So he's still, like, you know,
even
I feel
though
like
it wasn't a knockout, but
yeah,
he still won. Melanie's just like
I don't really watch
he looked
that.
better in there. Yeah,
Melanie's like.
I
what are
watch
we
I watch
talking about?
fights from like time to time, but
she was
I don't
getting
really.
fucked up yesterday. No fights.
Yesterday, no. Yesterday.
Oh,
no.
she's here today. She made it in.
Oh yeah, we are in here today.
Well, that's why I texted.
Barely.
I texted on
Barely.
Saturday. I'm like, yo, you guys still coming?
Today,
'Cause
right? Sunday, right? Oh
Yeah,
shit!
today is Sunday.
Lord's Day. God bless everybody.
I woke up early. I'm like, yo, we gotta get it on.
Did y'all hear that door open?
Yeah,
I heard like the door open. It's like like
but the
Really?
mechanics here. That's fine.
Nah,
Hopefully,
I can't hear anything. I got my.
as long as no motherfucker with an AR walk in here, we're good.
yo, chill. Yo, chill, bro.
No ideas. Let me know. No ideas.
Hey, yo.
This podcast gotta air first. Come
I mean,
on.
nah, like, cause it's like, it's like you never really think it's an office in here. It's a warehouse. People don't really
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it's an office in
Yo,
here.
facts.
Like, the first time I came here-
when Brandon brought me, I was like, yo, what's the address? He didn't want to give me the address. He was like, no, I'll go with you. I'll go with you. And
Hey,
then we pulled
it was
up
the
here, and I was like, what do you?
It was the same thing when I
I was like, what do
pulled
you
up,
mean? I was like, it's in here?
and I'm like, yo, they trying to beat me up because I'm like, this shit look kind of shady. As soon as I like,
I said, damn, Brandon. Something happened. I pissed Brandon off. He's trying to take me out. Oh boy.
same expectation. I pulled up and I'm like, oh shit, they don't look like a regular office. And then when
Yeah.
I walked into the kitchen, I'm like, okay, it's
Yeah, once you
actually-
once you open,
once you
even
get
you
into
see
the
the kitchen
kitchen,
like doors, like
I'm like,
they look nice.
oh,
once you
okay.
get past that.
Nice.
Damn. It's all right.
now we made it into a studio.
Yes, sir.
Nah, cause when I got here, this upstairs part wasn't even open. There was hella shit around here. Like all these couches were out there. It was hella boxes. Like nothing was.
Oh,
like,
really?
This
Yeah.
table was in the other room
How long you been working here for?
for like a year now.
A year?
Yeah,
And a lot changed in a year? That's crazy.
yeah. You know, shit
Word.
changed, shit
Oh,
evolved.
shit.
I wasn't even gonna mention this whole thing.
What?
Like, how long you been working here?
Yo, we gonna turn this into a.
The thing is, there is no like, we haven't.
No, yeah, we haven't introduced that we work at Freight Seekers. Freight Seekers.
But like, you know, now you really put it out there. Yeah,
Nah, it's
it
just
could have
like-
been a job, you know.
We're rapping out here.
You're
Crazy.
rapping, yeah. Oh, shoot, for real.
Endorsement.
Yes, sir.
No, you are repping out here. You should have that big ass logo back there. You know.
Bruh, Randy gonna be like, Nah, you can't
think
use
you
that
care?
in the podcast.
You think you would care?
Nah, if anything, what is that?
If anything, giving him promotion.
Advertising?
Publicity. You can say he's our sponsor. He's
Nah,
our
but to be
sponsor.
honest,
Sponsored by Freight Seekers.
This is basically
Yes,
is our
sir.
sponsor. He bought all these mics.
We about to stop putting
Yo, facts.
on all the trucks. Stop playing hashtag. Stop playing. Hashtag podcast.
Definitely, we're gonna get those
QR
stickers.
codes. Get the QR stickers.
Yeah, we're gonna put them on all the trucks.
Now you be seeing they be putting them on like the poles, like the
Yo, Marlon sent me something like that on the
Stickers and
side.
I sent them something. It was like Starbucks. It was
Were you
a drive
like
up
in
to
New
the
York?
Starbucks, and no, East Brunswick, bro.
You see that a lot, like in
What?
New York.
And there
New
was
York
just
City.
like you know how they have like the metal poles so you don't fucking get into the curve or something like along the drive-throughs. Like people had like podcast like stickers,
Oh,
like
word?
with QR codes and like
no, yeah,
different
you
ones.
could put like on
I
the
was
college
oh, that's
boards
cool.
and stuff. Like at Princeton be having those boards just on the street. Just put them on there.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
it's
mean-
just like it like brings curiosity. Like
if
what
you've
is
gone
it?
to any of the,
I know
like,
because I looked them shits up. Like I was like, oh shit, what is that? You know, like I look, it's curiosity. You know, I
Because it's just
scanned
like
it. I looked
like
it up.
it could
I
be
was like, oh, shit.
anything. It could be anything. It's a QR code.
yeah, like
And their sticker was nice, so it was like it caught my attention.
I don't know if you guys been to any of those Eastern Avenue clubs, but yo, she's like,
No, not really. I mean, yesterday I passed. It was kind of like 2 a.m, and I passed by like down Easton, bro. It was hella college kids. Everybody was getting kicked out because like it was 2 and everything closed at 2. And then all the fucking food spots were fucking full. I'm just like, damn, makes me miss summer when nobody was there.
I know, right? That's the only time it's like no people in there. All the students are gone, but not like
But it's a vibe too when they're back.
yeah. I mean, if you're not the one driving, because these motherfuckers just be crossing the street, like, bro, you drunk, but you still like jumping into the street like that.
Facts.
Here, bro, in fucking Plainfield.
But what were you gonna say? You said something. Have you gone to the?
Oh, so yeah, like some of those clubs, there's like a whole bunch of like there's areas where they just put their labels, those QR codes, and like one night it was like so boring. I'm like checking different
Other ones, it's
Yeah, oh my
lit. No, there's like I said, there's a lot of spots you could just do that too, and like there's hella people around there, so you're bound to get views.
Yeah.
somehow.
You see it mostly like on the subways and things, but it's a good like
I had to
way
go to
of,
New York, post it on every pole.
it's a good way of promoting things though. I mean,
People be commuting. They need shit to listen to. You know, you kind of
Right.
get tired.
I mean, there's an audience for everything out there, so
I didn't think we were gonna get that many listens. We've only posted the first episode. Was it Tuesday?
thank you, Juan Chavez. Shout out Juan Chavez.
Yes, sir.
Yo, she really shouted him out. Now the thing is, one of our
Tico.
hey, you know him more like that. But the thing is, I was expecting like what 10, 13 views, probably just all from like Marla and me.
Just like rewatching. Did I post it right? Is
Right.
everything okay?
And then we've gotten a couple, like I want to say like 150. It's not a lot, but it's
No, but
something.
for the
crazy,
first
it's
podcast,
crazy.
I mean, for the first video, like that's lit.
And the thing is, yo, there's a lot of haters though. Most of those, most
Really,
Hey, yo, haters already?
dead ass.
I've actually only run into like constructive criticism.
Who?
right.
Oh wait, I
there's-
said who?
But you know, everybody got.
Hold on, no names, I guess.
Everybody
They-
has a good idea. You know.
they know who they are, but you know the thing is,
They know who they
you
are.
That,
You know who you are.
that criticism kind of like drives you. At first, Hef and me, we were like, we're just doing it for fun. We're just doing it to try something new. You're just doing it to
It's low key fun though. I'm kind of
fun,
enjoying
like-
this. It's fun talking.
exactly. So we're like, we're just doing it for fun. But now after all that criticism, I'm like, you know what?
You gotta prove them wrong.
We gonna make this.
Or
We
they
gonna
say
make it big.
they basically that teacher that tells you not to. You're not gonna amount to anything.
Right.
You're not gonna do anything.
Right, but then you think about it, I'm like, but you're not doing it. It's like a lot of
Facts.
you guys know I'm a motorcycle rider, so a lot of people.
You are a motorcycle rider.
I sold my motorcycle.
Okay. No,
I-
you
I'm
gotta
still a
clarify. You gotta
motorcycle.
clarify right there, brother.
I'm coming back next
Damn,
year.
why you
Okay?
come like that?
No, because he paused himself. He was gonna say like I used to be, and then he said I am.
Right, because I still consider I rode a
okay.
motorcycle, my boy's motorcycle yesterday. I'm like, yo, let me borrow your bike because I sold my bike 2-3 weeks ago, and I'm like, I was
Itching.
missing it.
He's
Yeah.
itching.
He's looking at the videos like, damn.
I mean, that's a good thing. I posted all those videos because now I can like look back. I'm like, damn, that I do miss it.
It's a
and
good thing. It's a bad thing because now he looks back. He's like, damn, I wish I still had it.
But the thing is,
Still had it.
it's August. No,
Yeah, it's time.
September.
It's time.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it is September.
So it's getting kind of cold.
Mid-September.
17th, 18th? Yeah. 18th. That shit is crazy.
I'm over here. It's like it's August. We're almost in October.
My boy's still
in that summer.
He's still wishing it's August, so he had the bike.
That's when I sold the bike.
Oh, he's stuck in that time. He's like, since then, time hasn't moved.
No, the thing is, yeah, like all these people like who criticize you, they never even done that. So like when I get people like that, it doesn't faze me. I don't get bugged by it. You know, that's the reason I wouldn't be talking here. I hate, you know, talking in like live public or whatever. And I'm just like, damn, some people really don't like to see you win. Like DJ Khaled said.
There's hella haters out there that wouldn't like to see you up.
Yeah,
but it's just like they don't put the effort to see themselves up. So
exactly.
It's just like
it's crazy. It break my fucking heart. People don't believe in us, bro.
God did.
It break my fucking heart.
Now, like when I used to ride motorcycle, they'd be like, "Oh, you gonna fall? Watch, this isn't that." Like, damn, thanks. Like wishing you're not trying to wish me nothing good. Like, but that's the type of people you gotta stay away from because nothing good on it. You gotta stop playing with those people.
Hey, stop playing. You gotta throw in the what's it called, the name, title,
slogan.
Yeah, you gotta
slogan, title, name, podcast.
We're still working on the intro. we're gonna come up with something nice later on.
Yeah, it's technically like our third podcast, right?
Third, but the first one doesn't count. They said the first one was just
no. The first, the first one is not out there.
Air.
No, it's not out there.
That one's unreleased. Yeah. I still have it there, but it's in the.
Eventually, it's gonna be like you're gonna pay something like a add-on, and you're gonna get the pre-release one.
It's in the archives.
On the Patreon. It's in a Patreon account, guys. Our Patreon account, $10.
Like our very first archives.
Yo, that's funny that I said that whole thing. I didn't know how like you know when you go on people's Instagram and they like their link tree pops up, and like you could subscribe to the Patreons, so you could get.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, that shit. So it was like the whole process of doing this whole podcast thing. I didn't know nothing of it.
You learn as you go, step by step.
Yeah, I'm like, how am I gonna upload this video? Like,
props, because that was like editing, uploading it.
He was here. He was here last Saturday, like the whole day. Like he said, he left till like 10.
So like
editing this shit.
Randy's like,
so I see what Brandon's like. You know,
the thing is, you know, we recorded it. We came up here. Randy was here. Marlon was here. We were done recording, and then everybody left. And I'm like, okay, so how are we gonna get this up there? I still wonder, would this thing had aired?
Nah,
I mean, you kind of had to after you bought all this equipment and all these
like what's it called? Our horsepower. You're like,
in fact, you're like the managerial side of the podcast.
You're the producer.
Yeah.
So we're all here, and we kind of all jumped from a plane.
Oh yeah, we did do that. We skydived as a team.
We wanted to talk about the whole skydiving experience.
Oh, you guys wanted to talk about the skydiving experience? Oh, we went skydiving July 18th? July 18th?
I don't remember, but it was sometime in the summer.
It was July something, like July 18th.
Would you go again?
Fuck yes.
Fuck yes.
No.
He says no.
That's the reason.
Bro, this boy was in the fucking thing like...
Marlon's like, keep sending me these videos on Instagram, like, we gotta do this again, but now solo. I'm like...
Nah, I felt at first, I wasn't scared, like, at all. But, like, it kind of made me more comfortable when they told me they have 2 parachutes in the thing. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, double security. Like.
But if you think about it, they only repacked the first one. The second one is already there. Reserved, right? So it's not used that much. What if it's faulty? And the first one, the first one don't work. And the second one, since it hasn't been used or packed in a minute.
But if it hasn't
don't
been
work either. Like, what if... I've been thinking about that. What is that?
I mean, check so. I don't think it tangles. Do you think it tangles up while it's not being used?
But
whoa,
I feel like the worst.
It didn't get packed right. That's why does it get stuck in the first place? Shit happens.
I mean, once like both like get stuck
at that point, it's just like you're not supposed to live.
At that point, yeah, it was just meant to be.
It was just meant to be because you
2 of them couldn't save you, bro.
Exactly.
At that point, cut them off and just.
I mean, the worst experience was in the plane ride.
The plane, because this boy wanted to play with the pilot.
I wasn't. I was trying to be like, we're trying to have a conversation. Trying to
have a conversation.
Trying to be cool with the pilot because we were just.
He was trying to be cool too.
We were just chilling, you're riding. you're riding in this
warm-up.
small airplane. It's
Very
not
small,
like,
bro. Like,
yeah, it's
That shit was like, okay, so you
like
were
probably
like,
like the sitting space right here,
this,
right?
no
Like,
cap, because it's just
like,
like only 4 people go, and then the pilot. It's the 2 instructors, and then the 2 people that are jumping off. But it's like the first team,
it's
the
three
first
by
team.
like 3 by 2, right? 3 by 3 barrier.
we were packed. It was 4
packed
people,
as
and we were
fuck.
like,
You're
And
on
the
the dude's
instructor was
lap
kinda
and
big.
shit.
and you're riding a plane that's not like commercial, so it's like you feel everything. It's kind of like no shocks, no suspension on it.
What did you tell the
And you
pilot?
feel-
You're driving this shit with an iPad? No. You drop this.
The thing is, I'm like, I look up at the pilot. I'm like, and he's got this little tablet. He's got like, I'm like, it don't look like a regular. You know, you're a pilot of a commercial plane. I'm like, is this your first time flying? And the thing is, I had heard like one of the people there like, oh, it's his first time here. I'm like,
Yo, it's your first time
I'm
flying?
like, it's your first time flying? And he's like, he didn't even answer. He showed us. He dropped us like couple feet down. I'm like, oh, I felt my heart. Yeah, he made some flips, some
3 seconds, dropped
180.
it 3 seconds, picked it back up.
Yeah, he did some 180 thing. I'm
My
like,
partner's like, yeah, that's the last time you're gonna be talking shit to the pilot, right?
that's the thing though. I don't consider that talking
no,
shit.
not-
I was
yeah,
like,
no,
I was just like trying to be make small conversation with the pilot.
I think it was fun too. I fucking hit the roof of the.
It was
airplane.
fun because you know you're still alive. But once you're up there, like how many feet? 10,000 feet?
It was like 10,000 feet.
12.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's not. I was 10,000 feet. We thought it was supposed to be 14, but it was 10.
Who's counting? It was a lot of fucking feet in the air.
I said it was counting. I knew it was high up.
I know it was high up. I looked down and the buildings looked like ants. I'm like,
Yo, that shit was dope.
That shit was dope.
and the craziest part is
I gotta go first now.
right. That's the
I gotta
thing.
go
I'm
first.
like, I'm right next to the door, and the guy is like, "You ready?" I'm like,
Opens
Brandon
that
was
bitch
not
up.
ready. Brandon was grabbing the pilot like, stop.
No,
man.
he wasn't even looking down. He was
Nah. The thing is, he told me he's like, grab onto your parachute. and
There's a moment
like
when
this.
they open the door and he's like getting ready to take his feet out, and Brandon's like, he grabs the pilot by the shoulder a little bit. And
You're
then
doing you're doing a 360. Like I feel like my body automatically just kind of like trying to get himself in a stable position. I'm like, hey, your first instinct is to like survive. So
Nah, they gave you instructions before you
Well,
jump. But
exactly.
I forgot about
Drag
that
the
shit.
pilot
I
Exactly.
jumped out. I forgot what I had to do.
I was following the instructions, and the thing is, you know how he tells you you hang your feet in like a scorpion.
There's a scorpion thing in between his legs.
I have long legs, and I'm like, I was touching something. I'm like, I don't want my foot. I don't want to jump
Whoa.
out.
Hey yo, bro,
Am I-
I didn't
Yo,
get
bro,
down.
that's kinda sus,
What
yo.
did my partner told you?
What happened?
He told him get on my lap and and he was rapping. He's like, hey yo, you pay extra for that?
Yeah. No, the guys were fun. Like they were cool as hell. They had a good. They were joking throughout the whole.
His name was Brandon,
right,
and I was like, yeah, I definitely trust you over just Brandon up there. 'Cause
He's like, because we're sitting on like his lap, and he's like, "Yo, you paid extra for that?"
yeah, yo.
And I'm like, they kind of like trying to get your mind off of the whole jumping thing. You're gonna die thing.
No, yeah, because they were making jokes and stuff, recording.
But
Yeah.
like, once they opened that door, I'm like, oh shit, it's like for real. I'm gonna jump.
Yo, you know
I ain't
whose
fuck with
video
the
I want
goggles
to
looking.
see?
Uh-huh.
I want to see Randy's mom video.
I know, right?
Bro,
I wanna
that
see
one's like
that.
mad top secret. Nobody got it.
But she was the
Not even
first
half
one.
forgot it,
The
bro.
first one
She
to
was the
jump.
first one to
Yo, that
jump.
takes
She
balls.
said she cleared the air for us. Type vibe.
I know. I was like, yo, she landed. Get me the fuck up there, bro. Like, but
Nah, she did
when I was
that.
flying up, like shit.
I was like, hey,
I
she
remember we were
jumped,
going
I'm
up.
jumping.
We were
Yo,
going up
and
and
it
like
was-
it made one turn, and I don't know. I didn't expect it and everything, and that shit just like made like dizzy as fuck because it's like out of nowhere like
Oh no, and that's the
made a
thing.
90-degree angle.
My ears were like hurting a lot. I couldn't get
Pressure?
them. Yeah, I couldn't get them to pop. It was like that's the only thing I hated. It was like they were hurting a lot more than like when you're on a regular plane ride.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
no,
landed and you were like for like almost an hour.
I couldn't
bro.
hear shit. I was like, oh my god. I was just worried. I'm like, I just want to hear. I'm already. I'm like, I'm deaf, so I'm like,
And that shit was the most random thing when we put it together. Because we were literally just sitting here. It was Randy's birthday.
I know.
It was Randy's birthday. We were sitting here eating some cake. And we were talking about some, like, skydiving. Like, what happened with that?
he's like,
And then he's just like, you know what? Like,
for my
for
birthday,
real.
we're going.
call the phone up. Yo, like.
He told his mom. I remember him telling his mom, like, he like translates, tells his mom, and she like her face lit up, and she's like,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
let's do it.
what?
He was like,
It's
been
he was
my
telling
mom-
us,
my
and we were
mom's
all kind of
always-
like,
my mom was always wanted to go on
Yeah, like-
skydiving. He's like, let's go on skydiving. I'm like, Okay.
He was like, "Would you guys go?" And we were all kind of like, "Yeah."
Everybody was like, "Yeah." I mean, everybody was like, "Yeah."
At that point, you know, you're saying, yeah,
So,
Yeah,
we'll go.
yeah.
and we're
Because they didn't really
thinking,
think it
like,
was gonna
yeah.
happen. They didn't really think. It was
And
gonna
then he's
happen.
like, "I bet we got reservations for 8."
Now the thing is, once you show up over there, and you're like, it's your turn to fucking put the parachute
Yo,
on.
you're not.
Ain't no going back.
That waiver that made you sign was crazy. Like I didn't even want to read it because it's just like I'm.
Exactly.
Brandon was like, "Don't read it, just sign it." And my partner was like, "Really? I would read it. It's about your life, bro."
no shit. I'm like, what you gonna do? It's just not. It's either you
yeah.
sign it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
don't.
funny. He was
Don't
funny
jump.
from the beginning though. My boy kept making jokes.
I'm like you. And I was
Sign it,
like,
don't read it.
the thing is, we were supposed to do it that first time, but then they rescheduled because it was a lot
It's
of
too
wind.
much wind.
No, yeah, we pulled up and it was cold. It was like
It's cold as
60
fuck.
outside.
And I pulled up with no fucking. I was like, "Do you think I'm gonna need a sweater?" I
took
took
a-
no sweater. I was like, "Yo, it would have been fucking cold."
I took advantage of the track. I'm like, I'm gonna
Oh
use it.
yeah.
I'm like, I came in the motorcycle. I got my adrenaline rush. And I'm like, let's
Imagine we
go.
had went that day, we probably would have died.
I seen some
Yeah.
videos when like it's windy, like it fucks
Fly
with their
away.
I
It's
parachute.
fly away, like-
I saw this video. It was just like 8 people skydiving, like a group of 8 people with 8 instructors and shit. And then they got tangled up.
I want to do that.
They got tangled
people?
up.
Because
Like
they do like a big one, and you kind of jump in group, and you're like
yeah,
in
but
the air and like.
but some parachutes got tangled up with the
Oh,
other
shit, yeah.
parachutes.
Did they
So
survive?
so they were spiraling. I mean, I think so.
That's.
But that's
Oh, okay.
but then like but there was 8
I
people.
hope
up there.
so.
There was hella people jumping at once, and the shit just got tangled. So
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I was afraid of that. Like
I want to go again though.
when
I
the
gotta
when
go
the guy
first.
was like, I was already controlling the
they take their
parachute.
time. They take their time to jump. Like first you jump, and then they take a couple of minutes, and then they jump.
And they jump higher. I think like 20,000. Is it?
I'm not sure.
When is it like in a group?
Oh,
of
yeah.
like,
I think- yeah, they do
probably,
jump higher.
maybe.
they jump like 20,000 feet, and then
Yeah,
they
that's
doing.
dope. That's dope.
That's how I thought it was gonna be. Like you over here, like we're all grabbing hands in the air.
You grab your hands. What the fuck?
You
I
want a
could-
boy lab?
I couldn't even hold on to my parachute when I was jumping. I'm like, I hope I land good.
No, but yeah, overall, great experience. 10
Great
out of 10.
experience.
It was a
Recommend.
fun experience. I mean,
recommend.
I would jump again if they guarantee me that both parachutes gonna work.
They can't guarantee that. But
So I'm not jumping. That's the only way. It's like
You,
a once.
he's like, I
once
got it
in a
on my
life-
system. I'm good.
Yeah, it's a
He's
once
like,
in a
crossed it on
lifetime
my
thing.
bucket list.
People are like, but
I wanna-
motorcycles are more dangerous. But I'm like, I'm at least in control of the motorcycle. You know, I could like.
I mean, you
To
control the
some
parachute.
extent, bro.
I mean, you control the parachute.
I'm not in
to
control
some
if
extent.
if it don't open up.
A motherfucker
And
could
if
just
your
come
brake
and-
don't work, on your motorcycle, you're
if a
not in control of
motherfucker's
that.
brake don't work,
Right, or somebody
Right.
just turns on you. No, I know.
Never really in
motorcycles are-
control of the
you're
situation.
never really in control, bro. You think you're driving.
You think you're safe.
Hey,
you think you're safe until you come into work and you get hit in the corner.
I know
Oh,
Jesus likes to ride a motorcycle. He was always on that wheel because there was a lot of close
Jesus
calls.
Christ?
Yeah.
Jesus was on the motorcycle?
He was with me. He was like making those turns.
Oh, I'm thinking. I'm literally thinking,
Nah, he just
thinking
said
of
there's-
Jesus Christ on
there
a
were some
motorcycle.
close calls.
Melanie is that driver that she'll hit a motorcycle.
Nah, chill. I be watching out. I don't really see that many motorcyclists on the road, so
Yeah.
She don't see them, you know. She just hits them.
I've never hit anybody in my life. I've never.
There's a lot of
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, you making me jinx my life, bruh.
Hey,
Nah.
I'm not. You said it.
Nah, this
You
boy talking
said
about
it.
some you an asshole.
Oh
I
my
say shit,
god.
bro.
But yeah. What about that Bad Bunny album?
What Bad Bunny album? There's a new
The,
one?
the
No,
one,
no, no, the one
the one
that-
you were hating on at first.
You was hating on it, my boy?
Yeah. I'm not gonna just
How you feel about it now?
I mean, it's played over and over. It's there. I don't know like the name of the songs. I just know I think one. What is it called? The one I be telling you about. You see, I don't even know the names.
Nah, but get out.
Cap.
No, because like the thing is, I like the album
We
before.
gotta get a stop the cap button. Stop the cap.
Stop the cap. But nah, let me tell you. I went. When
Stop
was it? Like,
playing. Stop playing. You know the name.
it took you ever hear like tags on like beats and it's just like some sexy ass female voice with the tag
Yeah.
like on the beats. Somebody makes beats and they have like, Ronnie, stop playing.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be you. We're gonna stay at.
Now we have to get Angie for that. Angie for
Oh
that.
shit.
She
Yo.
got that Polish accent.
I told Angie, I'm like, yo, you and Melanie in the next episode.
Not for real, because Angie has some hot topics.
I know.
I was laughing. We were having a conversation Friday.
Angie got no filter.
Yo, Angie was like,
"You're gonna have a little work for editing, Brandon."
That's what she said. She was like, "No, but the thing is, like, she thinks her accent is bad. It's not.
It's not.
Yeah,
We love you, Angie.
It's just like she talks like, I guess, without filter, and she doesn't even notice it. It's like she could say something. The other day we were talking about, what was it? Cancer.
I'm talking about cancer.
Whoa.
Right.
How did you guys get into that topic?
Fuck?
The color cancer. You
what was it? Scorpio.
right.
The fucking lobster, bro. They call lobsters cancer in Poland.
Oh.
Right. So she, like, she says it
okay.
normally,
I said
like
Scorpio, fucking cancer.
she says it like it's normal, like I'm supposed to know it, right? She's like, cancer. How you don't know the color of cancer? I'm like, God damn, I never seen the color of cancer.
Cancer got a color.
She's like, then Melanie guessed it. She's like, you mean the sign cancer? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, that's something different. You mean the crab? The color of the crab.
Crab, lobster, yeah. Fact.
But then I was like, crabs are blue.
Some of them.
What the fuck?
No, they're blue.
Most of them.
They're red when you cook them.
Like your blood inside your body?
No, the crabs.
Yeah,
The crabs. I heard like there's some blue ones.
they're
Like
all blue.
I saw this video of this guy found like a blue lobster and he like threw it back in the ocean.
Right, the blue lobsters are very rare. Like it's one in I don't know how many millions.
Damn, God, let them shits procreate.
Yeah.
Hey man, they're good.
Yeah, fuck with seafood?
I
can eat it all.
like it. I like it. I'm not gonna say I'm a big fan, but I like it.
That's all I get in the buffet. If I go to a Chinese
Seafood?
buffet, yeah,
Seafood.
I get fried shrimps. I get
I mean,
broiled.
I like the shrimp tempura and like the lobster tempura and shit like that. But
I love seafood.
seafood.
Do you like what is it? Like clams?
Shark.
Like,
Clams.
Okay,
yeah,
clams.
there's like clams, oysters.
Oysters
There's
and-
like,
I'm like shark.
no, what's the other one? It's like round.
Scallops?
Oysters,
Scallops.
Scallops.
They like scallops.
They're alright. The things I don't eat
There's
is
like squid.
I don't know. It
snails.
tastes like the ocean to me.
Squid.
No discrimination to the ocean.
Like fishy taste.
Yeah.
You know what I
I'm
hate?
not a big
Well, I don't hate it. I just
Maybe because you
tried
haven't
it.
gone through your gay phase.
my gay phase. What that got to do with liking seafood?
Because who doesn't
fishy
like
taste.
seafood?
Hey yo.
Hey, yo. Anyway.
I'm not
pause.
editing.
I just got that.
I'm not editing that out.
Yeah, I'm like, if a girl only eats shrimp, I'm like, bro, you haven't gone through your gay phase, I think.
Okay.
All right then.
So about these clams.
But
Wait,
yeah,
why were
what
you
it is, like-
asking? Why were you asking?
No, just to get that joke out, what can I say?
He was working on it
All for the purpose of the joke.
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
I keep seeing him on the phone. He's like, good
He's probably
jokes to
looking-
crack.
Jokes 101.
Ain't no.
No, well, you know what? Marlon actually wants to be a stand-up comedian.
You want to be a stand-up comedian?
I was gonna.
No.
I was literally like working on signing up, and then quarantine happened. I was like, yo, the world, like God said, nah, shut this shit down. You're not going
Should've
out.
just
Like,
done it online.
I was like, damn.
Nah,
Nah,
just online.
that's the thing. I tell him, I'm like,
Yeah,
you could do it.
You have a little segment on the podcast. Oh,
I'm not
Marlon's jokes.
But yeah, I like stand up, like going up there. Shit. I've gone to see Andrew Schultz. You know who Andrew Schultz is? No?
I've heard, but I can't.
I
recently got in, yeah.
I
you recently
recently,
got into
the
it.
guy is funny because like
Weren't you like saying something about him the other day?
Yeah, he's based out of New York. I want to go see him.
I didn't know he was a
I have
comedian.
like some of his merch. He has like the heavies shirt.
Yeah, he kept telling me
Oh,
like
you did get that heavy shirt.
he's like, I got the heavy shirt. I'm like,
The fuck
He's
What
like,
is
he's
that?
like, I don't get it. Like, what is it? I don't know.
this is supposed to be heavy. Like, is it hot? Like, what is it?
I'm like,
It's
you don't see your heavies?
shirt. But the thing is, the guy is not even. Does he lift? Because he's,
Nah,
he's a
scrawny, he's
comedian.
scrawny. Yeah.
But Marlon's got like
No, but
these,
he always like he's made that like I guess phrase because he always be like, she got the heavies or not. Like,
No.
pretty
But
funny. I want to go see him like in a big fucking arena. That shit was sold out. He brought out his whole crew. That shit was dope. I was like, I got like almost like a little inspiring moment. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
I'm gonna be a good friend to you. Fix your headphones. Fix your hair.
Now I told him, I was like, yo, you gotta start doing the stand up thing. I might even sign him up one of these days. I'm like, yo, they're calling you.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
'Cause,
I'm working on
nah,
it.
you think there's some places like anybody could just walk up and like throw a couple jokes?
Yeah.
Joe Rogan was. I was looking like I was like going through some videos before he was doing like UFC and like he did the whole podcast thing. He was a stand-up comedian. Yeah. And
would they have like open mics or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it got a little like when I guess when I built the courage to like I'm gonna do it, like you know, it was like COVID.
I mean, if you're gonna keep waiting for your courage to pop up, you're not gonna do it.
But it was like COVID.
Stop playing, so it was like, man. You gotta stop playing.
So they stopped doing the stand-ups. They stopped doing everything indoors. You know, it was winter. There was nothing outdoors. Like, you know.
Nah, man, you gotta stop playing.
I mean, you gotta throw yourself. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it at any time. You can't keep making excuses.
I know that's what this podcast, like, you know, that's what this podcast is about.
To introduce yourself to an audience.
That and you know, you gotta stop playing. Like, you gotta.
Normally, you start the stand-up comedian part first, and you be like, "Hey," and then you do the podcast.
You just gotta throw yourself out there. If you're trash, you're trash. But if you will never know,
right? I will never know until I'm up there.
And then you're gonna be 70, and you're gonna be like, "Damn, I should have."
I mean, but shit, some of the best comedians say, like, you know, the first time, bro, I ate shit so many times, like, and like that's
his ass, but you just gonna have to take that L.
I like comedians. They don't like, you know, they're big and like they still don't go, like, you know, this is my style of comedy and like this is it, like I'm being funny. That's what it
is. You're being authentic. You know? You're not. It's really hard to be funny and authentic. I mean,
but these days people are like scared of like criticism. Like, you know, how many times they try to cancel him? That's people are scared to be in that spotlight. Exactly, because they will bring up literally anything. You know, because people are scared to be in there.
And I feel like that kind of fucks the whole system up, because then you don't have something natural. You don't have a comedian.
Yeah, and then you're thinking about it too much. Oh shit, like, I can't say this.
Can't say that.
And if you overthink it, it's just like the authenticity is just not there anymore, and it's just like it's not fun for you anymore. And if it's not fun for you anymore, it's just like you're not gonna give it your best.
I don't want to call out some, you know, comedians, but there's some big comedians that have gone mainstream. He's Hispanic too, and he's like much more sensitive, more like censored. Like, can't say this, can't say this. Oh. Gabriel Iglesias.
Oh, that's what I had in my head.
Wait, what about him?
That he's become more censored throughout the years.
More like he's gotten bigger, and you know, I get it. You know,
you lose your.
He's got a talent though. That guy can make some like noises, change his voice.
Oh yeah, no, he does a lot of.
So I feel like
that's to impersonate George Lopez really good. Like,
how you guys feel about fake deaths? Is real?
I think Jenny Rivera's still out there.
Jenny Rivera.
That's the first one that was gonna. Jenny Rivera.
She's out there.
Why do you guys feel Jenny Rivera is still alive? What is
she's out there?
Because
too much bullshit. The
Kobe Bryant's another one.
Kobe Bryant is alive? Nah, because he has a wife and kids and stuff.
That's
Jenny Rivera has a wife.
Has a whole family.
Yeah, but Kobe Bryant, like with his daughter too. He's with kind of like.
But that's the thing. That's the reason you fake your death.
Because you're with your daughter.
No, because you're so big and sometimes you want privacy. Like you can't get that.
But wouldn't you just do it yourself? Why would you include your daughter in this?
Yeah, no.
No, well, you
and other people died too,
bro. Of like the body, like
he's got millions of dollars. You could pay for a fake autopsy.
Yeah, but it's not only him though. But it wasn't only him. It was other people, like non-famous, like not that big people, like him.
Right. But that's they gotta go in it. They're like accessories. In order for it to be believable, they can't just be like, oh, it's just Kobe died. He was him and the pilot,
but.
I don't know. He's got millions of dollars.
Nah,
corruption.
I feel like it's kind of reached that one.
Nah, bro, that one's
all right. You guys were talking about people faking their death.
Jenny Rivera, she faked it.
Why do you think Jenny Rivera?
And how? Why would she fake it? She got daughters.
But they know. They're like,
and this was back in like what 2000.
Back when you could do it still.
2005.
Right now you can. They got drones.
Nah, I used to watch a novela with her. Like, she used to be like the theme song. That was the only reason I knew her.
What?
I used to watch a novela. Her song was like the theme song of the novela. So I was just like,
yeah, there was a couple. She got good music, but
she does.
I don't know why she killed. Well,
she killed her.
No, they claim she died. I don't believe it. Nah, there's certain things I don't believe it. Like Area 51. Come on.
You don't believe in Area 51?
I believe in Area 51.
Did you ever the whole thing? Did you guys ever hear about this guy? His name's like Bob Lazar. That like he used to work there. And
Area 51?
In Area 51. Okay. And they he has like, you know, his records of like the school he went to. He was really good, you know, where he graduated and stuff. And then he got in there to reverse engineer some like some like alien. Like he described it as alien, you know, because he never like saw the technology. It was like some anti-gravity like device, something like that was installed in the ship or whatever. And his job was to reverse like engineer it, but apparently they had like so many different scientists working on the same thing So like to see, you know, and all your information was very private. Like you kept it to yourself, and they checked your shit, and everybody, you know.
Damn.
Yeah, like
but they're trying to. Well, then he says the story, you know, or whatever, that it had to be like aliens or whatever. But then there's like no files, no public files of that he worked there, that he went to the school. But he has like his diploma. Yeah, he says that.
Because Area 51 is like a whole, like the IRS is a big
like the IRS
corporation that. No, because look, sometimes
mafia.
Because you think
the IRS mafia.
Because you think the government is the top, right? No, you think the president is the top. Nah, there's
there's definitely like
other people putting
our presidents.
Like I was reading, there was back in the day when Area 51 like first started, like Kennedy and all that. They managed to like nobody knows what goes on in there. They spend billions and billions of dollars, taxpayers' dollars, and they can't, like the government. They have this thing like the spending. They gotta say what they used all that money on, like public roads, you know, the railroads, whatever the case might be. For Area 51, it was just like the dark book or something.
Yeah, top secret.
You couldn't even say like what it was about. You can't say what was the whole spending. And then the president, I think it was Kennedy, himself was like, he goes over there and he's like, yo, what are you guys doing with this? And they're like, you can't know. And I think there's a law now that you can't like question anything about it.
That's some asshole shit.
If you go to Arizona, like where Area 51 is,
I think they recently shot somebody up that was like trying to
like nobody could
drive into it. Yeah.
If you try to like drive into it, there's like drones and things like the tech,
took them
like
out.
and they like kill you. There was something like what 2 years ago or a year ago.
Yeah, the whole raid. Area 51.
Oh,
they can't stop us all.
Pulled up.
Yeah,
everybody pulled up for real.
But a lot of people, like, exactly, how didn't that like blow up and people really like showed up?
Well, some people were showing up.
People did show up,
but not a lot. I guess,
not the everybody.
It wasn't. I thought it was a lot of people that showed up.
But
I thought so because it was like everybody was in
but they
on
weren't
this.
even letting like people get mad or closed at all. Like they were.
The thing is, I feel
like
prepared.
There was this person. You know,
they was not prepared. They was just like, you know, like mainstream as fuck.
Like, I was just
somebody gonna pull up. Somebody gonna pull up.
It was mainstream.
But the thing is, like, I feel like everything is underground. Have you guys seen the movie Area 51?
No.
And I feel like they're doing all these like working on aliens. They got so much like
there has
high tech technology, like anti-gravity.
There's no way, like
there's definitely have some technology that we don't.
How egotistic are you that you think you're the only fucking race in
the universe?
In
like
the universe.
This is a very deep subject.
I mean, yeah.
Ain't no way.
I mean, everything has life. Everything is energy. Life is basically energy. And I saw like the study or something. It was just like they kind of showed that plants have life as well.
No,
like
I kind of knew that.
Yeah,
don't you? Because like they're like living organism.
Yeah.
But also, you guys heard about like what is it called? Like when you die and you're reincarnated into something like a plant or whatever. No.
What do you mean? Like,
plant.
do you mean like they make your body into like a tree or something?
Well, you could the thing is like you could reincarnation, but you could reincarnate like into anything. You could be reincarnated into like a deer, like an animal, or any living organism.
Like conscious organism.
Yeah.
What would you be?
No, I don't think you could get to pig. I don't know who does it. I don't know how it works. If not, shit. Hey,
write it down. We'll look for you when you die.
I don't think it works like that, but like I don't know how. Like, but I do believe in that though. Like, because how could you just die and you just disappear? Like, you had to be for a reason. You had to be here. You know, you're a living soul, and then once you die, your body just goes away.
That's why we we as humans look for like ideology, a group, like, you know, a purpose, because
that's how people get wrapped up in religion.
People don't want to live with that, like, my life might be insignificant, you know, like I might die tomorrow and nothing happens, you know, and like that's it. And so I think people look for like, you know, religion. You know, I'm a believer myself, you know, so you kind of look for like something, I think.
What are you a believer of?
Do you really like? I'm a believer of like.
Are you Christian?
Nah, I'm a believer in God.
Nah.
No.
Okay, what's the name of your God?
I don't belong to like. I'm just.
Are we gonna get into this? We gonna get.
Yo.
No.
I think I can't call myself Christian, you know, because
I'm messing with you.
You don't gotta say your religion. Call myself, you know, but I'm a believer. I believe there's a God.
I'm the same. I don't be going to church like that, but hey, you always believe there's a higher spirit up there,
higher being.
Yeah. Like you can't just think you're here by yourself. But the whole like space and like how big it is and like how tiny we are for us to consider that we're like the only living thing here, but the whole way how life works and all that's what like sometimes like I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And scientists haven't been able to explain it. Well, I mean, they have their theories, but what happens after death? Like, do you go to hell? Do you go to heaven?
And some people that like have died for briefly. There's a fighter, a UFC fighter that had died. For like a couple minutes,
and he reincarnated into what?
No. He was brought back to life. Like his heart started beating again and shit. And they say you can't. People like come back and I saw this, I saw that, but you can't even like really
when you die apparently, and you're reincarnated.
I don't know. I feel like that's
you can't really believe them because like there's a thing called DMT, like which is like very like hallucinative and like it's you're
psychedelic.
Yeah, it's a psychedelic, but your body produces it naturally when you're in a near like death experience. Like let's say if you crash or something, you forget a lot, but you're in that like DMT shot in your brain and you're like you forget shit, you can't recall exactly what happened, like how did I get hit, whatever. You think you're good, but like. So that when you die, like die, your heart stops. Your brain gets flooded with DMT. So like so that's why people come back and sometimes they see things. And so but it's the DMT, so you can't really like.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Can't really believe
when
it,
you're
like
100%. Yeah, that's why I'm just like. There's a lot of people that come back like and be like, oh yeah, my religion is real because I saw this.
I saw like
But or they see like
if you think about it, you're DMT is like flooded your brain. You're so hallucinative, and you're a believer. You're dying. Maybe you're like, God save me, something.
You create your own reality.
You create your own.
Yeah, and that's why they say they saw the light at the end of the tunnel, or they saw this.
It's hard.
That's part of it. Yeah, because it's like something they're.
I mean, it's not hard to believe. Like I think that they did see that, but
not hard to believe. But it's like
it could be like
it's
a dream.
Not too like.
It's not a concrete. Evidence
because isn't like DMT kind of like when you're dreaming, so is your brain just
I think it produces it's produced some in like very little level, so that helps you like
right. So and sometimes you dream and you don't even know if it was something you dreamed about. So I guess when you're dying, high amounts of DMT, is it
DMT,
M or N?
DMT
like just flows through your brain and you're like
when you die it gets flooded, like fills up with
right. So imagine if you're dreaming and you're like producing very small amounts
amount, and makes you like see,
and sometimes you think like was that real? So imagine if like a whole bunch just floods your brain.
That's why it's like
you kind of like I was there, I felt it, And
there's people that come back and they're like like now they're like to each their own, but I don't know.
I mean that's very interesting. I feel like it's cool to see how like everybody would.
Now that we were talking about Andrew Schultz.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was him or someone in like Joe Rogan. They were they did something with like a drug, hallucinate, but it's actually not even like you when you think of a drug, it was like an herb.
Salvia,
yeah. You heard about that?
Mm-hmm.
So I can't remember. It was like it came from like the Mayans and like the like back in the old days they used to use it as a remedy, and apparently if you consume it, how do you consume it? Like it's got to be dry. Like you smoke it?
I don't know. I haven't.
No, like you heard about it? No.
Yeah, I have no idea how they consume it.
I think you smoke it just like weed.
Probably like herb.
Right. So they dry it and then like they smoke it, and apparently salvia it like I don't know, it makes you hallucinate way more than
they say like Mayan all them drawings and stuff, like even like I think even Egyptians, all the drawing, like they used to really get like high off like herbs and shit that they didn't understand and just
carve things into the wall.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's possible because I mean mushrooms are a thing
there's
too.
also like a lot of like drawings of like the plants of like the leaf, like so it's like they had experienced it. Oh shit, we're almost coming up on an hour.
Oh shit, this is fun.
So,
I should be a permanent addition to the podcast.
Yeah,
we have a fourth.
Yeah, I should definitely come and get the female.
But hey, I think it was a good
I think it was a good podcast.
Are we ending this?
Yeah, I think so.
We ending this podcast?
Yeah, I think it was good.
A bunch of topics. It was pretty good.
Thank you for watching.
Share, follow with your friends. Share to your friends.
Stop
follow.
playing, bro. Stop playing.
Stop playing.
Instagram coming soon. TikTok coming soon.
Oh yeah.